What's that?
Whistle a tune.
Thank you, Bobby. Next time I'll call on you whistle a tune. Oh, for me to whistle a tune. Oh, well, Delbert sit next to you. I can pick on him. All right. So, is there something that I'd share with the class? No, okay, I think so. So, Sean and I, we've known each other for a number of years. So, there's that first holiday with her family. It went well. It did, George. I should have worn my orange shirt today, too, but nevertheless. So Sean, she has a traditional that she makes pies for the family get-togethers. I think was it Thanksgiving, Sean? And so she said, we need to make some pies for Thanksgiving, which is tomorrow. And it's like 8 o'clock at night, and we're at her house. And I said, why can't we just go buy some? Oh, no, we cannot go buy some pies. I've been making these pies for 25 years. We have to make pies. So, now look at these recipe cards. Have they been used just a little bit? So, and of course, I'm a city boy. I don't know how to hunt or fish or camp. And I don't know how to cook well, except in 4-H I know how to make cowboy cookies. But we're not talking about cowboy cookies, we're talking about making pie. So, what Sean would do, she would get for her never-fail pie crust, this is what you would do. First, you need to get the ingredients, right? You need to get the ingredients, right, Margie? Yeah, okay. So, that much I know, Rob. So you get the shortening, cold water, vinegar, egg, and salt. Egg from a real chicken. One day I said in PPR that there was a joke there because I get these eggs from this lady, from a patient. All she likes to do is to give away eggs. That's one thing she can give away. So, I gladly take the eggs. And so one day I mentioned during a PPR meeting that, I got these real eggs. And somebody said, oh, you mean from real chickens, as opposed to going to Walmart and get false eggs from false chickens. So these eggs are from real chickens. And so since we're going down a path that has nothing to do with anything.
Oh, we're going down all right.
Yeah, it's already done. Dixie asked a lady at a facility I went to go visit. Because you talk to everybody in a facility. I have a kind of a catchphrase when I meet people, and maybe it's not the best catchphrase. I say, Dixie, what do you know? Her name was not Dixie, but I'll say, Dixie, what do you know? And this lady said, I don't know yet. Let me put my teeth in. She never did put her teeth in. But nevertheless, this is what Sean's recipe is for a never-fail pie crust. I'm not kidding. You could eat the pie crust by itself, which I have. All right. So, Marvin, this is why I'd have to look at the recipe and do my motions. Okay, so, I'm sorry, you need 3 cups of flour, too. So, you blend together, what's that? Just a minor detail, no problem. Sorry, let me put my teeth in. So you need to
assembly required.
Yes. For some of those teeth, yes, but nevertheless, we're talking about pie, not teeth. But anyway, we're wrong. But you do need teeth to eat pie. Did I hear what Should we just say amen and go home? All right, so never fail pie crust. You have blend together, in a bowl, you have the 3 cups of flour, you have your 1 cup of shortening, you blend it together. She's let me do that. Is that the right way? That's what it says. This is my sermon. When you preach, you can do it. Pastry blender. So you don't do this? Jeanette, you doing this?
The pastry blender you want, yeah.
Doing this.
Sure.
did?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. You know, I should have never taken that class with Dr. Marvmill about participatory preaching. So you go like this with the pastry blender, right? You've let me do that before. This is a bad idea. Keep going. All right. So that's done. So blend together and mix with the flour and shortening with the pastry blender. I'm sorry. Just like this. You want to come up here, Margie, or help me? So we blend together the 3 cups of flour, 1 cup of shortening. Then it says blend together and mix with flour and shortening 5 tablespoons of cold water, not warm water, not hot water. So, I'm just scared to even go here. But so you turn on the faucet. But here's the bowl, 5 tablespoons. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 2, 3. What?
Your count was off.
That was 6, wasn't it?
You just put it at 5. On a dry day, you might need 6.
So, I like mine a little moist. And then, Sean, why in the world did you let me order those storytelling tapes? So then you take, I'm just scared to go on, but we'll go on anyway. You're not posting this, are you, Patrick?
Maybe for a price.
So then you have your vinegar, and then you have your 1 tablespoon of vinegar. You have your 1, open it up, you have your 1 real egg, crack it, and I got shell. Okay. And then you have your salt, and then 1 teaspoon of salt.
Don't grab it.
You don't grab it. Okay, so then you beat the eggs. It said 1 egg, right?
Yeah.
But that said beat eggs with a fork.
Minus the double yolk.
So this is just bad. All right, beat the eggs with a fork. Add the vinegar. Oh, you did add the vinegar. Stir. This is why you go through stuff before. Okay, this sermon we will not use for the district committee on ordination, okay? All right, so you beat the eggs with a fork, add the vinegar, I already did it, stir salt and cold water, stir, okay, gold ditto. Add flour and shortening until well blended. Oh, whatever. Okay, it's all in there. Blend it up. We'll blend it up, okay? And this is have fun making crust for your pie. All right. Then the apple pie. We need 6 cups of tart apple slices, 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 2 tablespoons of oleo. All right. So, line. Now, see, what's really bad is that when Sean makes pies, she's done it for so long, she doesn't even look at the recipes anymore. She just does it all this. She just goes, here's some apples, peel them. And so then it says 6 cups. How many apples is that? What, about 3-pound bag? Well, so anyway, so we're peeling apples. Okay, you know, I don't know how to do anything. Now I can write a paper on peeling apples. So get a paring knife, and she tells me how to. You need to see her laugh. So she's trying to show me how to do it, and she just goes, okay, you take an apple, here's a paring knife, you go, done. And then here I am going. By the time I have my 1 apple done, she has the whole 3-pound bag done. All right, so, and then you cut them up, 6 cups. 1, should we do it together, Betty, so I don't mix up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you, Betty. Yeah, it says large bowl. Okay. So you line your pie pan with pastry shell with
You've already rolled it out, yes.
the So, because you already rolled it out, this is going very bad. But anyway, there's a point to all this.
It's good for us.
So you roll it out, you put it in the pie pan. In a large bowl, you put the sliced apples, you add the lemon juice, toss well. That's what it says. Toss well. I've done it before. Toss well. Cynthia's going like this. Toss well. Big bowl. Blend the dry ingredients in a small bowl, and then stir well, sprinkle dry ingredients over apples. Okay. Sprinkle. And then toss well, as Cynthia would say. And toss well. And then spoon apple into the pie crust. Dot with butter. Cover with another crust. Bake at 400 degrees from 45 to 60 minutes in the oven, or until apples are tender. And then you should have an apple pie. I will never make an apple pie, no, I should make an apple pie. You think I should and see how it tastes?
Yes.
What? The dotting? Oh, I think I should.
I can make it.
I think you should.
I guarantee we're going to eat it.
Nevertheless, okay. So, we'll go on. Need my teeth to think. But if you notice, with any recipe you use, you have all these ingredients, whatever they may be. They could be in cups or teaspoons or tablespoons, whatever. You blend them all together, you bake it, hopefully you have an apple pie, or a very nice apple pie. But, tell me, for the pie crust, just wondering, it says flour, shortening, cold water, vinegar, egg, and salt. George, you ever take Chloe's canister, get a big old spoon? I'm hungry for some flour. Just get a big old spoon, put it in there, yum! And Chloe comes in the kitchen and sees all this around. Oh, you've been in my flour again. Don't be eating my flour like that.
You probably put hot sauce on it.
No, I don't think anybody goes with the big old spoon. Yeah, Margie's thing. No, nobody does that. Gets a big old spoon and get a flour. Flour. Yummy. Does anybody take a big old spoon and get in the Crisco and go,
I hope not.
Yeah, you should see. Next time you need cameras so you can get facial reactions. Do you see Jeanette?
Yes.
Does anybody take vinegar? Maybe Al does for health, but and just get vinegar. Vinegar. Yummy.
George drinks vinegar in the morning.
Delbert's raising his eyebrows like, oh my God.
Vinegar's more of a sipping drink.
Yeah. Does anybody take some eggs and just go, yummy eggs? Or take some salt and then, pour, salt, yummy. Nobody does. Does anybody do that here? Raise your hand. Never. Anybody else? Okay. Now, how many people like Granny Smith apples? Because you need Granny Smith apples right now. I like Granny Smith apples. But see, most people don't. Okay, who takes cups of sugar and a spoon of sugar and just, sugar?
Kids.
You're ruining my sermon. No, you don't do that.
If Cynthia's looking, I don't do that.
Anybody with lemon juice, just go, Judge? No. Cornstarch? Cinnamon? Just yum, yum, yum? No. Oleo? Just take a stick of oil? No. All right. Now, of course, I did this all for a reason. Verse in Romans 8:28, we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. It's good to laugh. It's good, it's just good to laugh. But sometimes life is really not very funny sometimes. Because we all experience some stuff, and sometimes we all experience stuff. And sometimes it's really hard to make sense of all this stuff. And when all this stuff happens to us, one of the questions we first ask is, why? Why, God? Why? This doesn't make any sense. Now, this is not original with me, but I heard a sermon about something like this. In the grand scheme of eternity, God sees an apple pie. He sees the finished product of how all those ingredients come together, how the chemical changes when they all bake with the heat, and he sees how they all come together at the very end. However, for us human beings in the scope of eternity, we only see one little slice of stuff here and now. Now that one little slice, it could be a stick of margarine, a cup of sugar, or some vinegar, or an egg, or whatever. We only see one ingredient for what's happening in our lives right now. We don't see how everything comes together like the apple pie in the end, like God does. But the scripture says, we know that all things work together, or maybe paraphrase, or are baked together, come together for good for those who love God, who are called according to his purpose. You know, I don't know why Kim has cancer. Bill, I don't know why you had lung cancer and now it's metastasized. I don't know why. I wish I could tell you. I don't know why some stuff we have to go through. I don't know why. We could sit and cry with you, put our arms around you, but to find out the reason why, I don't know why sometimes. Stuff happened in my life, I don't know why. But God does, and that's part of the mystery. So maybe just think when you're going through stuff, we only see one little slice, if it's vinegar or flour or shortening or whatever it is. Just remember, God knows of all this stuff. It may be bad now, but all this stuff is going to be baked together and work together